Hello and welcome back to another episode of E-Reading. My name is Elvin, and today I'm reading another classic children's book, Goodnight, Moon, by Margaret Wise Brown. This is a very famous book for early readers, just spotting different things in the room and saying goodnight as the reader goes to sleep. Not me, but the reader of the book. So let's find out what we're saying goodnight to besides the moon. Goodnight, Moon, by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures by Clement Hurd. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush." Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, "Hush." Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed Goodnight, Moon. This is a very famous book, and now that you've read it, you can see why it's great for young readers. If you don't have this book, grab it at your library or your local bookstore. It's great for young readers to point out the things that they're saying goodnight to in the room, and just kind of a nice, calming bedtime routine kind of book. This is a very famous book. I think there was a parody book that we own called Goodnight iPad, and I'll try to dig that up and do a reading of that too. That might be more relevant now than the old lady that's actually a bunny, and then there's a cow jumping over the moon. I'm not sure anyone has a picture like that, but Goodnight, Moon, famous children's classic storybook for bedtime book, I guess. And I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know. And also, if there's any other books you'd like to suggest for me to read, please comment in the monthly roundup videos and let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions. But until next episode, be gentle and kind with one another. Bye now.